I think it's pretty obvious to tell from the channel that I'm a huge Pokemon fan. But when I was a kid, I was a massive fan of the Animal Crossing series as well. I loved building a town from the ground up, growing a community of cute animal friends around me, and designing homes and decorations of stuff that I could never do in real life. Even though some of the things they would say to me are wild and a little bit rude, it was still fun. But more than anything, I dreamed of one day being able to combine my love for these two things into one amazing package, and lo and behold, I've made it long enough on this planet to where it has finally happened. It exists, it's real, Pokopia is real! I'm shocked this idea didn't happen sooner because it just seems so perfect. Being able to live with and design a town and homes for all of your Pokemon in this cozy life sim is everything I ever imagined it to be. I've barely had Pokopia for a week and I'm entirely obsessed. I never want to put it down. Going to work is becoming a chore that I just don't have a PC quest for, so why do I gotta do it? The horrors of real life always persist. But this is about the wonderful world of Pokemon. I knew ever since the first trailers dropped and this game was revealed that I would love it. All I needed to see was that stupid little face and I was sold. They could have told me whatever price and I'm getting it. I'm sorry. Ditto was the perfect Pokemon to do something like this with, and the potential was limitless because of it. Ditto can literally be anything. And I think that Smash Bros invitation in any future game is pretty much all but guaranteed. Good for you, bud. I'm so proud of you. This game has gotten rave reviews from many, and for a bit was the highest rated Pokemon game ever. Point blank period. So clearly it's doing something right, girl. Now that I'm a good ways into the game and have explored several of its areas in the last couple days, I wanted to make this first impressions video for y'all for all of my thoughts, feelings, adoration, and need for everybody to get this game. Please don't do it for me. Do it for the Pokemon. They need somebody to make their homes. They are hopeless on their own. Some of them don't even know how to open doors. But let's go ahead and dive into my early thoughts of Pokemon Pokopia. Starting off the game, you are introduced to the cutest Pokemon professor I think we have ever gotten, Professor Tangrowth, who shows you your first area of the game where you can build up and fix the Withered Wasteland. And Withered is right, because this whole area is very dry.
Now, y'all, it's very dry.
And is in desperate need of some water. Like, let's get this place humid, am I right?
I'm dripping.
We're tasked with bringing back the humans, who are mysteriously gone from this Pokemon world, by trying to make this land inhabitable again by growing greenery and crops, fixing homes and buildings, and of course inviting more adorable Pokemon to come live here. Each Pokemon has abilities that can help you with daily life or construction projects, such as Bulbasaur being able to help you grow plants faster, and Raboot being able to burn some iron in a furnace for me. Thank you. You'll of course also have your transform abilities like Cut, Rock Smash, Leafage, and Water Gun to help make your world a better and more humid place. I'm not joking. You'll spend hours just watering grass blocks and you'll still somehow find it the most fun you've ever had. I seriously one time put on a podcast and just watered an entire area and it was lovely. I'd never had more fun. Just throwing a glass of wine and it would have been a night. Some of the most fun I've had in this game though is wandering around this world and finding new things to look at, but mostly just finding any piece of furniture that's not glued down and stealing it for myself. Dream Islands, mine. Random broken down houses, also mine. There could be something cute in a Pokemon's home and I'll still take it. No cute furniture piece is safe from my grubby little Ditto hands. Although the Pokemon are so sad whenever you take anything from their habitat, it's kind of the saddest thing in the world to watch. They act like I burned their crops, stole their dog, and tore up all their curtains in the middle of the night. Like, girl, you'll be alright. It's a piece of grass. I'll plant another one. Also, just a little organizational tip that I learned the hard way was make as many storage boxes as you want, especially the bigger ones you learn a recipe for later on, because girl, you're gonna need that storage space. I'm not joking. Please heed my advice. I'm trying to save you. Speaking of Pokemon's habitats, another one of the most fun things to do is experimenting with different objects and nature to see what habitats can bring in what Pokemon. Like, who knew that I'd find a Voltorb in a garbage can or Cubone by a gravesite? Oh, that's awful. Pokemon, you are nasty for that one. I try to set up as many habitats as I can, and then later on, I'm gonna do a whole house building montage for all of them and create cute little neighborhoods and houses specifically designed for each of them. But that's a long-term goal of mine. We first gotta get everybody to appear here, and also the game has been out for a couple of days. And no, I'm not talking about these crummy little leaf dens, as cute and as mystery dungeon-esque as they are. My Pokemon deserve mansions. I'm very proud of my cute little home I built for myself and all my human things I've collected. I feel like like Ariel with my thingamabobs. I got 20. And don't think that I haven't seen the people creating entire cities already. Y'all are wild. I only have so much time. I have a job, unfortunately. I wish I didn't. Actually, no, that's not true. I want a job, but I just want more time for Pokemon. Y'all get it. And as for the Pokemon you might see appear in some of these spots, you may get random visitors every now and then that are some more legendary friends, so keep an eye out for them as well. And maybe sometimes they'll leave you some little gifts, who knows? There's also times where you'll need a Pokemon with a certain ability to spawn so you can accomplish a task, but you may not know how to make a habitat for them, so try everything and see what sticks and what shimmers. Oh, and make sure you got lots of Pokemon with the build and crush abilities, because those are mighty useful. Those divas are needed for like literally everything. Also, what's so sad is it seems like these Pokemon love these human objects and seem more comfortable living in the built homes than the habitats. You can tell that they really miss the humans. And that in itself is where this game's storyline and lore comes from. Throughout the game, you'll find memos and left behind notes of the lore of the game from humans in the past and about what might have happened, and also just random events from previous times. I love the way that they did this and how they just have it as this big ominous mystery of what happened and where the humans went, and for a cutesy game like this, it's one of the darkest Pokemon plots we have ever got. And y'all know I love something dark, spooky, and creepy, so I am all about it. I think Pokemon actually does creepy and dark really well, and so I was very happy to see this. But I'll leave all those secrets for y'all to discover when you play the game for yourself. I was gagged. It was also very sadly realistic. But with all this good, I'm sure you're wondering, Dominic, was there anything that you didn't like about the game instead of just raving our ears off about how great it is? Yes, unfortunately, there was one thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, and that's the multiplayer features of this game. I was so excited from watching the trailers and the treehouse to play with my friends, some of which don't have Switch 2, so we were going to use the awesome game share feature, only to find out that it's limited to one sandbox area, and the person you game share to isn't even able to craft anything for themselves. I think I was just really hoping we'd all be able to progress together and work on everything, but it just didn't work out the way I was anticipating. Granted, this could all just be because it's ideally played with everyone having Switch 2, so maybe that experience is better. But for my particular friend group at this time, this was the only way for us to play this game together, and it was just kind of meh. But guys, literally other than that, I am floored by how much fun I'm having. This is a Pokemon experience like no other before, and I couldn't be happier that the Pokemon Company decided to take a chance and do something this different, because it works. And like I said earlier, the sales for this game are showing it. So far, all of the love this game has been getting is gorgeous and beautiful. I love the memes. I love seeing everyone's designs and buildings, even if I think it's crazy and wild how y'all have these big giant mechas and I barely have a Leaf Den. Some of my places don't even have a Pokemon Center yet, and y'all are over here building the whole city of Atlantis. It's fine, I'll get there one day. Everybody plays at their own pace, which is very important to remember in a game like this. I mean, you are getting multiple areas the size of one Animal Crossing island. So if you get this game, feel free to take your time. The game is not going anywhere. You can take all the time in the world that you want to take, and do not be intimidated by other beautiful islands. Just take inspiration from them. And if you have ideas like that, that's awesome. Take the time to execute them. There's no rush. I love how much there is to do in this game, and I think it's probably one of my favorite things. It's a little overwhelming at times, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's a good thing in the long run. Means we're never really gonna run out of content. And speaking of content for this game, we recently had the Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff event happen, where you could go to the Dream Islands and collect these cotton spores for Hoppip and trade in for a bunch of special furniture items from it in the Pokemon Center. And I think that this event really just introduced to us how long this game is going to be around and the longevity of something like this, because y'all could just keep introducing new Pokemon to the game, new furniture objects, new events, new things for us to collect. It's kind of endless at this point. I believe the game's Pokedex only has around 300 Pokemon, and with over 1,000 Pokemon being out there, they could really just keep releasing new Pokemon like every couple of months or so, and this game's longevity goes through the roof. I don't even really think that we'd need DLC. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm opposed to DLC for a game like this, but I think that they don't have to. I personally am really looking forward to seeing what potential Pokemon events they release in the future and how they go about doing them, because I think it's one of the most exciting things about it now. I've seen that a bunch of people have been having FOMO for wanting to play this game but not having a Switch 2, and a lot of people are thinking that the Switch Switch 2 is worth buying for this game, which I think is kind of incredible. It's a great console, it's just we're lacking hard-hitting game titles that make people think that it's worthwhile buying it. I mean, we don't even have a big 3D Mario or Zelda on it yet, and those are the top sellers normally. So having a game like Pokopia and DK Bonanza right now, they pretty much are the reasons to buy the Switch 2. And of course, as a Pokemon fan, it does bring me some joy knowing that one of the heavy hitters of the Switch 2 right now is a Pokemon game. I anticipate that Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves, with how amazing it looked in the most recent Pokemon Direct, is also going to be one of the top sellers as well. And with that 2027 release date, we're all going to be playing Pokopia for a long time. We got lots and lots of time. But if you haven't guessed by now, I highly 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, whatever ranking you want to give that's above 10, girl, I recommend that you buy this game. If you don't have a Switch 2, I completely understand. I do think that this game is absolutely worth buying when you have a Switch 2, if that's something you want to do. But in the time being, I still think that the game share option, if you have a friend with a Switch 2, is something that you could at least do to get yourself into it. Or maybe just watch playthroughs of it on YouTube. I've been having a lot of fun doing that as well, and getting ideas from people posting on Instagram and on YouTube, all their islands and what they've been doing so far. It's really fun. Ditto is the perfect protagonist for a game like this, and I think all this love is just gonna skyrocket Ditto to the same point that I think we skyrocketed Eevee to, where it's just gonna be one of the most well-known Pokemon from here on out. And I'm really happy for it. Ditto absolutely deserves it, and I think that Ditto is one of those Pokemon of, since its abilities transforming into other Pokemon, there's not really a lot you can do with it in terms of like a Mega or a regional form, so I think giving it a game like this was the perfect thing they could have done. I'm really happy for you, Ditto. You deserve all the love and success in the world. I cannot wait to further progress into this game and see all the new areas I haven't seen yet and develop them into these perfect paradises, and I love, love, love that there are so many spots and that there is more than just one island, because it really makes me feel like all the possibilities are endless. And I can't wait to show it to everybody once I complete a bunch of stuff. This all being said, I definitely don't want this to be the only video where I talk about Pokopia. I love this game. I clearly have a passion for this game, and I'm never gonna shut up about it, not until Pokemon Winds and Waves comes out. Heck, even probably after Winds and Waves comes out, I'm still gonna be yelling about it. So if y'all want to see any Pokemon Pokopia content, let me know down in the comment section below. What type of stuff would you want to see? Would you want to see me restart and do a new island for y'all? Would you want to see just a little bit of my development of my town that I'm currently doing in my free time? Absolutely let me know, because this is a game that I would not mind just ranting and raving and making several videos about. If y'all want to hear me talk about some other Pokemon games that I am very passionate about, I have plenty of other videos here on the channel for y'all to check out. Click one of them above. And thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Make sure to go down below and like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me and the channel out. But now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to my island and make this place humid.